There are millions of extremely important, powerful, and wealthy people around the globe, but only a handful of them require deep protection. This small fraction of people are the most powerful, influential, and wealthy people who are continuing to make deep impacts on their industries. Carving their names in the sands of time, they do not know a normal life that doesn't require intense protection. They can't just walk to the store and grab a gallon of milk like the rest of us. They face being attacked or even killed on a regular basis and need to trust groups of phenomenal bodyguards, undercover agents, and even armies to keep them safe every day. But why do they need so much protection? Does their fear force them to keep themselves inside a fortress or surrounded by killer machines and elite forces? Those who can kill people without even blinking? This is the list of the most protected people in the world. Let's get started with the top 8 most protected people in the world and what their security levels are like. Getting started from the bottom, and in 8th place, we have Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Without a doubt, this happy marriage of the British royal family is the most protected couple that ever existed. About 1,000 specially trained forces are dedicated to making sure that nothing could harm them. During his diplomatic trips to other nations, his security personnel were in charge of selecting official residences carefully chosen based on security and logistics. Approximately $8.7 million plus $4.7 million was spent on the royal couple's wedding on police services to keep all guests safe, and that includes Queen Elizabeth II. The security team for the wedding allegedly included snipers for the rooftops. Harry's military service in Afghanistan and anthrax threats made their wedding particularly risky, in addition to the anthrax threats he already had. Harry and Meghan soon decided to move to Frogmore Cottage, a huge mansion near Windsor Castle, located about 45 minutes from London. They currently live there with their kids Archie and Lilibet. This place is literally a fortress with high-tech cameras and sensors, and we can be sure that they are in safe hands indeed. Floyd Mayweather Jr. The undefeated boxer is arguably the most protected athlete in the world. Well, we all know boxing is one of the most lucrative sports in the world, and Floyd is one of the biggest stars in boxing history with a worth of over $500 million. It's no secret that Floyd has lavish mansions, luxury sports cars, and vendors all over the world. He loves living the luxurious life. But Floyd is never alone. He is always surrounded by his 2, 3, 6, 8 guards. Most of them are taller than 6 feet and weigh more than 400 pounds. These guards are not just for show. They are really in charge of protecting the undefeated boxer at all times, and that is why Floyd has access to them 24 hours a day. Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Facebook and different enterprises, including WhatsApp and Instagram, is one of the world's top protected young billionaires. Mark may lead a simple life, but when it comes to his security, it's no joke. Mark Zuckerberg spends approximately $9 million a year on his security. From 2015 to today, more than $30 million has been spent on guards, safety structures, personal planes, and the spending increases daily. Mark Zuckerberg isn't someone you normally see in public. However, when he is seen publicly, he is surrounded by several guards. Those bodyguards are referred to as the Zuckerberg Mystery Police. Queen Elizabeth II. According to British tradition, having a queen is a very precious and irreplaceable treasure. And given that she was one of the longest-lived majesties, Queen Elizabeth II was cherished and highly protected. Talking about Her Majesty's security, the most famous line of defense is the legendary Queen's Guard. Famous for their elaborate marching shows, red uniforms, black helmets, and steadfast sentinel duty, these men can really put on a show. However, their true position is no put on. Mohammed bin Salman. Arab leader Mohammed bin Salman is also on the list of the world's most protected people. He is the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. One of the world's most oil-rich countries and one of the wealthiest nations in the world, Mohammed bin Salman is not only a prince, but also the country's deputy prime minister, chairman of the Council on the Economy and Economic Affairs, chairman of the Council on Political and Security Affairs, and Minister of Defense. Salman has spent more than $20 billion on military equipment in recent years. Not only is Prince Salman particularly well known for his huge mansion, sports cars, things that cost millions of dollars, but he's also a pretty brutal leader. Xi Jinping. As China's leading man, it should come as no surprise that he and other Communist Party leaders are well guarded to this day by an elite guard called the Central Security Bureau, a notorious secret organization, and there are some solid explanations behind these safety arrangements, like the assassination attempts on him. There is no official data on the number of assassination attempts on his life, but it is surprising to know that Xi Jinping is stated to be the most attacked person in the world. Can you imagine waking up each morning to that profile? That means that they have a serious number of bodyguards protecting him with every step he takes. And today, this secret security corps uses helicopter drones to keep the top Chinese leader safe. They also have a squad of soldiers dedicated to cybersecurity. Elon Musk. Men like Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos have subtle public protection crews and robust home security, but no one would ever use the word subtle to describe Elon Musk. The CEO of Tesla and SpaceX is famous for being an infamous media personality. He has been at odds with Mark Zuckerberg, mocking critics on Twitter, and openly mocking critical politicians like Bernie Sanders. This has made him many enemies. And now the richest man in the world is not taking any chances. So what does his security team look like? Musk is known to fly his private plane and travels with many of his staff. Many of them could be trained soldiers. However, in addition to standard security measures, he is notoriously paranoid about digital security. He reportedly substitutes mobile phones regularly, then wipes the data and physically destroys the previous phone to prevent hackers from learning his trade secrets. Of course, all that erasing doesn't help much when you're tweeting your plans to the whole world. Kim Jong-un. It turns out that Kim Jong-un not only has a few super soldiers that cover his back, but he also has his own army, believed to have been between 100,000 and 120,000 soldiers. The elite unit, called the Supreme Guard, basically serves Kim's highly trained personal army and answers directly to Kim only. Formally founded in 1942, reformed and expanded in 1953, the Supreme Guard reports directly to Chief Kim and has a wide impact. Not only does it have highly trained soldiers ready to kill anyone who risks its leader, but its espionage skills are some of the best in the world. At any moment, there could be people in front of the Central Guard regiment with their eyes and ears open, ready to meet any threat. Want to know more about the wealthiest royal families in the world? Check out Wealthiest Royal Families, or watch how your favorite athletes spend their millions.